Welcome to Japan Explained, a multicultural podcast between two fun ladies, Jean and Yoko. Hello, everybody. My name is Jean Gordon-Koshenda.
And I'm Yoko Kato.
Welcome to another episode of Japan Explained. So today we have a very important thing to talk about, and that is how it is that Japan can be so clean and safe and organized. Because, in America, people don't always follow the rules and things are not always safe and clean. And so we're often amazed when we go to Japan at how different it is. So Yoko, I'm hoping today that you and I can talk a little bit about this and you can explain your view on why they're so different and why Japan is so safe and clean.
I see.
So first of all, let's start with a very specific, small thing that bothers me. And that is, why are there so few garbage cans in public in Japan?
That's a good question, I think. And then two or three reasons came to my mind for now. The one is a very sad reason because incidents that happened with chemical weapon, sarin. Yeah. And then the amount of victims of that incident was more than 600 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
600 people.
Yeah, I think it's kind of terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the terrorists, they belong to some kind of cult religion.
Yeah.
And then the main person put the chemical weapon in the garbage can or in a train car.
Inside the train car or inside the station? Inside the car?
I think both.
I think maybe both, if I remember.
But I don't remember for the details, but that was very big problem. Yeah, so that is why after that incident had happened, so we decided we shouldn't put garbage can on the train station or also in the park too. Yeah, that is the first reason. And the second one is the management cost or waste processing cost. Because some of rude people bring their own trash to the garbage can in the
public garbage can in a park or something on the street, maybe.
Yeah, so that is why, they decided to close the opportunity.
Yeah.
And
I think that's really interesting, and it reminds me that I do remember when the terrorist attack, the sarin. It was Aum Shinrikyo was the name of the terrorist group, right? And I remember how traumatic and scary that was. And of course, that was even before 9/11 in the United States. So September 11th, 2001 was 6 years later, but it changed the way Americans and much of the world now deals with airport security. And it has never gone back to the way it was before. So I can understand your point about the terrorist attack changing. I'm a little bit not convinced 100% about the costs of collecting the garbage, because I think if here in America, if we don't have enough garbage cans, we will just throw garbage on the ground, and it is probably more expensive for the people to pick up garbage off the ground than to empty the garbage cans. So I don't know about the cost exactly, or at least I don't know if that's the what's making the big difference. I think maybe the terrorist attack is a big reason.
Yeah, I think so. And the third reason is, I think, related to the second one. Actually, how to say, bring back to our one trash is a very common sense for Japanese, because since since kindergarten or something, the very young age, so we learn, so we need to bring back to home our trash. Yeah.
So like in school, if you have garbage, you bring it home?
Yeah. So because, for example, when we go to the field trip or something, so we need to wrap up all of our own trash and they bring back to home and then throw them away. So it's really common sense for Japanese people since like a kindergarten or something.
So I wonder why that is. Like in school in the United States, we always just threw our garbage in the garbage cans at school. That's really interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah. But I think it's very big point.
Okay. And you know, it's particularly frustrating. I don't know if frustrating is the right word, but confusing because to me, because when I buy food or something in Japan, it is always wrapped many times. It's like there's the plastic wrap and then there's the paper wrap and then there's another paper wrap and then it's put in a bag, and which I understand is it's very nice, it's very pleasant to have that, but I think I have more garbage wrappings in Japan than in the United States. So I'm surprised that there are fewer garbage cans.
I see.
So here's a question. If you have to bring your garbage home, are your garbage cans at home big enough?
I think I've never think about that, but most of family has, I think, more than five kind of trash cans.
Like recycling?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, to how to say, categorize?
Yeah, to categorize the different kinds of garbage.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So like what kinds of, if there are like five, what are the different kinds?
Mainly the burnable. And then for the recycle.
Okay, recycling.
And then for this recycle, so we before that, so we will say pet bottle. Or the water bottle, like this.
Okay, so that's a pet bottle.
Yeah, pet bottle. Okay. So we need to recycle, of course, the pet bottle, but we need to separate for the lid.
Oh, so the lids go in a different place than the bottle.
And also this wrapping.
And the wrapping? So it's like the bottle in one place and the lid and the label in a different place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's burnable and plastic recycling.
Yeah, plastic.
And the tops and the labels.
Yeah. Okay. And then also for the papers, we need to categorize for the newspaper and magazines and other mixed papers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so many categorized we need to do. And of course, we need to rinse inside for the water bottle. So for example, for the coffee or something.
Yeah. So, you know, here in the US, I think that we have different we have different systems, recycling systems, depending upon where you live. So I don't know about other places, but I know where I live now, we actually have 4 different kinds of garbage. We have landfill, and we have paper, but it's all kinds of paper, and then glass and cans and bottles, like pet bottles. And then we have yard waste and compostable food. So we have to throw all of our food together with our yard waste. But they told us that we cannot recycle any, when it comes to like plastic. The only plastic we can recycle is kind of like you said, the pet bottle, like that kind of bottle we can recycle, but no other kind of plastic. Do you know, can you recycle other kinds of plastic in Japan?
Yeah, I think the pet bottle and other plastics and the styrofoam. Yeah. And then for the cans, we need to separate aluminum cans and the steel cans.
Okay. So aluminum and steel are separate.
Yeah.
Wow. So where does all of I mean, do you have that in your house? I know that Japanese houses are not very big. Where do you put all the garbage?
Yeah, right. So we need to how to say, bring our trash to the collecting station.
Okay.
At a very specific day. For example, burnable trash need to collect on Monday and Wednesday, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have to carry them to the station.
Right. That collecting system is also very different. So because in the US, so maybe the big truck will come to our place
Your house.
to collecting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But in Japan, we need to bring our trash to the station, collecting station by ourselves.
Wow.
And then, so we need to bring them in the morning.
Morning.
Yeah, in the morning. But we shouldn't bring them the day in the night day before.
The day before. You cannot bring it over the night before. It has to be that morning.
Yes.
What if you're busy? Like you have to go to work. You don't have time to take out the garbage.
Right. Yeah, it's really hard.
Especially if you have to carry it to the station. Nobody has time for that.
Fortunately, the collecting station was very close from my place.
Okay.
So that is why sometimes my husband and sometimes I did.
Oh, and so when you say very close, so you could walk there?
Yeah, of course.
How many minutes maybe to walk?
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 minutes.
1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so maybe
I was in luck.
Even if you're busy, you can do that.
Yeah.
But maybe in the bad weather, if it's raining or snowing, it's very inconvenient.
Yeah.
But everybody does it, right? Like everybody does their job.
Yes. And then when we bring our trash to the collecting station, sometimes we met with neighbors.
With your neighbors and your friends?
So then sometimes somebody check our trash. So that is why we have to categorize correctly.
I see.
Because
so there
somebody point to us.
That neighborhood peer pressure, like social pressure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think
that's important. Yeah.
I think so. Oh, Jean, I have one question. So how difference about the litter, the garbage, and the trash is really confusing for me.
Okay. In English, so litter and garbage and trash, the difference. I would say that litter is the garbage that you leave on the ground in a public place. So in the park or on the street, if you throw your garbage, that's litter. Garbage, I think, is maybe at our home or at the business in the big cans. That's garbage. And trash, maybe, okay, maybe. Litter is what you drop on the ground. Trash is what you have at home. You take out the trash. And garbage, maybe garbage and trash are the same. Because I would say I take out the garbage, or I would say I take out the trash. So I think those are the same. You have them at home or in a business, in the big cans. That's garbage or trash. Litter is what you throw out in public places, on the street, in the park.
So garbage and the trash depends on the amount of them. For example, small amounts should be trash, and a big amount should be garbage.
It could be. It could be. It could be. Maybe.
But basically the same.
Basically the same. And it also could depend on, what part of the country you're from. Maybe you say it a different.
I see.
But I think effectively they're just about the same.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Maybe trash is smaller and garbage could be bigger, maybe.
Okay. Thank you so much. It will be very good to know.
Good. Well, believe it or not, that was 15 minutes. We're out of time, but we had a nice discussion about garbage. I think next time we should talk more about safety and cleanliness. So I hope everyone enjoyed our short discussion about garbage and cleanliness in Japan. And we will see you next time. My name is Jean.
And I'm Yoko.
Thank you, and see you next time on Japan Explained. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right now, we're working on a book called Japan Explained. You don't want to miss it. So subscribe to our podcast or our YouTube channel and keep track of all the latest on www.japanexplained.net.